All right, so WrestleMania was yesterday, and it was crazy. It was crazy, and but you know what? I'm gonna try to be really, really quick and stuff like that. I'm not gonna bore you out with a bunch of stuff. But seeing that this is like Triple H's first WrestleMania, I think he did a really good job. And here's why. That 30-man Andre the Giant Battle Royal, having Cesario win, and the way he won, saying kind of Hulk Hogan style, where he body slammed the Big Show over the top rope. Classic. Awesome stuff. People really don't care about them Battle Royal matches, but the Kofi Kingston foot never landing when he got tossed. I don't know how he got his balance like that, but that was crazy. It was insane. You know what I'm saying? But that was awesome. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on in that battle. And if you realize, they were telling a lot of stories in that because, you had some cats eliminating, Big Show was eliminating a lot of cats. A lot of the big men that you thought were going to last at the end really didn't do that. So, you know what I'm saying? We move on. As far as the Diva situation, having the Diva Battle Royal for the championship, like after the Undertaker match, I don't get that. I think Divas should be included in WrestleMania, but they got to be one of the first 3 matches of the night. You can't, unless the crowd is really digging it like that, you got to put them in the beginning. You can't put them after some stuff like that. I did like it. I like that submission move. I think it's called the spider or tarantula or whatever that AJ uses, but I think again where they put the match was a little bit difficult and hard to swallow. Let's see. The Shield, way too fast, but I'm glad that they did what they needed to do. I kind of figured out when Roman Reigns was doing all them Superman punches, I was like, yo, this is not going to last long because nobody can really hang with them Superman punches like that. So when they started doing all that tough stuff, I was like, this is going to be a really, really quick match. I knew that match was going to be what it was because it didn't carry any heat. The feud was really just put together last minute, so I'm not really hating on that. Now, let's get to the stuff that we really want to get to. The Triple H versus Daniel Bryan match. Classic. Triple doesn't have bad matches when it comes to WrestleMania. At least, not that I know of. You could tell this was kind of like his rite of passage. He'd been giving Daniel Bryan crap for like months, if not years. And this was kind of like, here, you know what? You've really suffered a lot of stuff, and we're going to give it to you. And the way that he won was brilliant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was sorry, not psychological. I can't even say the word. It's crazy. It was psychological, and it was also physical. So I thought that they did a really good job there. Having Daniel Bryan going to the main event, I thought when it first started, it was really, really slow. Didn't know what was going on with that and stuff like that. I didn't, obviously, having Batista and Randy Orton in the match didn't really do much for the main event because those cats are good people, but Batista is not the same Batista from before. I mean, plastic surgery, all that stuff, it just doesn't look right at all. So hopefully they fade him out. They didn't really need him. I think he was put in for CM Punk or whatever, but still, you don't need him. You move on from there. But having Daniel Bryan win at the very end, it actually felt good because after the Undertaker stuff, people were still reeling from that. So to have Daniel Bryan kind of knock that out and do his thing, I thought it was awesome. And he won great. He won great. And he was a fighting champion. Like, despite him being hurt, he didn't, punk out and kind of like cower in the back and stuff like that. He fought. He took it to both of them, those guys. So it was pretty nice to see that. Let's see what else. John Cena versus Wade Bryant or Bryant. I can't even say his name. I'm saying his name. I'm butchering his name. I can't remember. So it shows you how much of a WWE fan I am. I don't think John Cena should have won that match, but it really didn't do much for either. Cena's not going to change his character, which is kind of, I don't know. It's weird because, of all the main eventers and stuff, Cena's kind of like in a unique place. They don't really need him, but they need him for the kids, because they're trying to kind of tone down some of the stuff that they're doing. But Cena's not really relevant in the grand scheme of things. Like, you could have taken Cena out of WrestleMania and no one would have cared. That's real talk. Like, him beating The Rock, people, like, that didn't even do anything. Like, when he beat The Rock last year, that was just so he can get the belt back because The Rock wasn't going to stay there. So, him beating Bryant or Bryant. Why am I messing up his name? I can't remember. Anyhow, him beating him, it is what it is. It's ill past. That cat's on to bigger and better things anyway. So All right, now, so last but not least, Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. Wow. Wow. Are you kidding me? Yo, like, okay, in my mind, I'm like, there's no way the Undertaker can beat Brock Lesnar. Brock is way too much in shape. He's much younger. It just doesn't look good on paper. When he was fighting Shawn Michaels and Triple H, they're all in the same generation. Brock is in a different generation. It's like if the Undertaker faced John Cena or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, physically, the Undertaker's not messing with Brock Lesnar. So, but realistically seeing him lose, it was kind of shocking. What I would have liked to see, you know what I'm saying? I would have liked to see Undertaker beat Brock Lesnar, and then lose to somebody like, you know, Roman Reigns or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would have been cool. But to see him lose to Brock Lesnar, it's a huge, huge shock. I get it. Because if you look at Brock Lesnar's history, when he came back the first time after, you know, saying Cena lost to The Rock. He lost to John Cena. I don't know why they made him lose to John Cena, but he lost to John Cena. Then he ended up losing to Triple H. There was no need for that to happen. So to have him beat The Undertaker made perfect sense. A lot of people are like, nah, but it made perfect sense. It made perfect sense. Get over it. It was for shock value. We needed that. I know that it's The Undertaker, but we needed him to finally lose. That streak was just going on too far, and The Undertaker was not getting any younger. And I think that it's almost like a run out of gas type thing. So that's that. Overall, I probably rate WrestleMania probably like an 8 out of 10, maybe a 7. I'll give it a 7 because there wasn't really like a huge, like I'm walking away like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of predictable, but the highlight was Undertaker losing. So that's it. That's my WrestleMania report, and I will see y'all soon. Rev out.